surface brings feeling of hope and progress, but deep within the true meaning lays a land of fear and uncertainty. Everyone looks to this future for problems to be solved, for their wants to be fulfilled, to live their lives out. But when the future arrives, it is nothing how they imagined it. How have we not cured cancer in 30 years? How have I not bought my first home? How do I still live alone? Sometimes you give something everything you have and end up going nowhere. The future seems so bleak when you choose to think about it this way. When you choose to face the reality that some days you will be a failure, you will not accomplish your dreams, you won't do the half of the things you set out to do in life. Nonetheless, people choose to keep moving forward and keep hoping for a bright future. That is the value of a true education. Not that you know what a trigonometric ratio is, or that you know how to write an essay in MLA format, or what events led to the Russian Revolution, or how concentrations of solutions affect equilibrium, but that you learn that you have the ability to choose. You choose what to accept as reality. That most of us operate on our default setting that the world revolves around me and that I am always right. You choose to accept the leadership of authoritative leaders, or you choose to let your voice get heard. You choose to get mad when the government doesn't do things that you want. You choose to divide yourselves by class, skin, color, and our heritage. You choose to want freedom, but you don't know how to choose. Many people who have been through school will probably tell you that they have never learned how to make choices. Ever since they were young, people have told them what to do. Most of these people want what's best for them, but when it comes to them graduating, they go out into the real world and don't know how to make choices for themselves because they have always been made for them their entire life. Then society chooses to complain about young adults making poor decisions and blame it on the fact that we're millennials. Tonight, I'd like to tell you that society has underestimated us. We look forward tonight not with fear, but with determined confidence to change this world for the better. Though I may not always agree with the policies of the school, I've learned to love the people of it. They come from all kinds of backgrounds and bring something different to the mix. Throwing a bunch of chemicals in a bucket is just asking for something bad to happen. And yes, bad things happen, but we made the best good ones. When we came into high school, we were divided, as I've seen many classes be, between Byron and Fort Valley. Throughout the years, the line in the sand between the two washed away, and we were left with one unified class. Inseparable, indistinguishable, and best of all, unique. If there's one thing that Peach County is good at, it's unification, the making of everyone one. However, is it such a good thing? Over the years, I've learned that the differences make us who we are. These differences allow us to change the world. Just like the kids who walked into Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Each person carries a golden ticket to success, but it's not what you do with the ticket that determines how you, if you get the factory. It's not how smart you are that gives you the factory. It's not how fast you run or how fast you take apart an engine. It's not how bad or great of a college that you go to. It's not how wealthy or poor you are. What Willy Wonka saw in Charlie was character. Just because an individual makes the highest grades in a one-size-fits-all system does not mean that they're the smartest or will be the most successful person, because what employers look in job applications more than grades is character. Character is not relying on an application in order to get something that you want. Character is doing what's right even when no one's looking. It's helping others when they need you the most. It's going beyond what is required of you. Being good at something turns heads, but how you go about doing it keeps them looking. So most of us are off to college where we'll spend 4 fun-packed yet challenging years leading up to a degree and amount of debt. We go through all of this in order to seek a higher paying job that's rumored to be at the end of this long tunnel of education. But that job just may not appear as soon as you finish school. You have to work for that too, keep moving up through the ranks to finally get a job that you've always dreamed of. Except by this time you're 60 years old and you're ready to retire. I don't want this to be me. I don't want to look back on my life and see what I've done and see that I've done nothing in years. I neglected my family, my health, my friends to expand my salary and accomplish my dreams. Never once had I stopped to think about what was best for those around me or how I could give back to the community. Life can become a rat race to see who can get the most money and who can be the most famous. People are always saying that I'm going to be rich or famous, and I'm always telling them I don't want to be, because I'm not trying to be another one of fame's victims. Make a name for myself and never make a difference. I don't want to fall into another group too, the group of people who set out to live a comfortable life. They just want to get through life happy, keep their money, and spend it on things for them. As one of these people, I would have the same problem. I get to the end of the line and realize I've done nothing for years for anyone besides myself and my family. So if you want to live a comfortable life, go ahead. Make sure you never love nobody, be selfish, and never sacrifice. These two groups of people make up the majority of the people nowadays that model Andrew Carnegie's model for life. Number one, spend the first third of one's life getting all the education one can. Spend the next third making all the money you can. And then, after you get to the end of the road, spend the last third giving it all away to worthwhile causes. I believe that life can be so much more when you consciously live your life to give back to the community, whether that is with your time or your money. Then if you give away your wealth at the end of the road because you realize you wasted your life on a job. This is why my favorite quote is, in order to move forward, you have to give back. This could be by improving true education, improving the livelihood of your community, or investing as a mentor for some child. These all invest in the next generation so that hopefully their world can be better than ours. Not ravished by war, disease, but built upon